It's been over 100 days since the Apple Watch Ultra 3 was released, and it's a great watch, but I do have some issues with it. We're going to talk about all the good and the bad, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. The Apple Watch Ultra 3. It still has that rugged look and feel to it. This is the exact same design as the Ultra 1 with a little tiny tweak. So the screen is actually a little larger on this display. But that's the only thing visibly different with this thing. It still has the orange accents on the side. Also, if you're curious about this band, this is the Nomad Stratus band. I will put a link down below to it. But what all came new with the Ultra 3, and should you buy one? And that screen is a little bit bigger, but it goes to more than that. It does have that wide angle OLED display, so you can see and read the display at more angles than you could with the Ultra 1, or at least it's easier to see it at different angles than what it was with the Ultra 1. The other big difference is you do have 5G cellular support. So in the past, we only had LTE. If you are somebody that pays extra for the cellular service, now obviously your carrier is very dependent on this. I use Visible, and so far everywhere I've gone, even though I get 5G everywhere on my phone, on my watch I still have LTE. Now it's not been a big issue. I pretty much always have my phone with me, but the cellular provider you have is a big component on whether you're actually going to see that 5G connection or not. Even if the watch can support it, doesn't mean you're going to automatically have it. Now, it does also have built-in satellite communication. So that is another plus. Like, you can go in, and I think they even have a demo app in here somewhere. Okay, so I had to bring it out for the satellite feature to actually show you how that demo works. And where it is, if you go into the control center, you can actually add the satellite option here. If you don't have it, you go into edit, hit the plus, and then scroll down to satellite right there. So I already added it, so I can just go ahead and launch the app. And in here, there is a try demo. So if I go into the demo, basically you need to be outside for it to actually connect. So try connection. So it's looking, tells you to try to get a clear view of the sky, which I have. And it's looking for a signal, turn left to find satellite. So if I turn to the left, all right, keep pointing at the satellite. I don't know. There we go. So demo is complete. I'm currently connected to the satellite to actually send a signal, which is just really cool when you think about it, that you can do this from an Apple Watch. So these are great things to have, but are they really worth the price of upgrading to a new watch? So if you already have the Ultra 1, or even more so, if you already have the Ultra 2, this is really not enough. Now, it's not all that it is either, though. Apple has claimed that the battery life on the Ultra 3 is a lot better than previous versions. In the past, Apple has actually said we've had 36 hours of battery life. Now, the new one is 42 hours. So about 8 more hours of battery life that we can actually get off of these devices. Now, I personally have not really seen that big of a difference in battery life of my day-to-day use. I'm still hitting about 36 hours. And then I'm at that point to where I'm like, I feel like I really should probably charge this device. So I've not personally seen it, but I know some of you have no problem lasting days and days and days. I don't know if it's the complications that I use on my watch. I use Carrot Weather. I'm in there a lot. And maybe that one's just a big battery hog, or maybe there's another one that's a battery hog. But for me personally, about 36 hours on my Ultra 1, that is 3 years old at this time. Yes, 3 years old at this time. I don't really see a big battery difference between the two. It's like at that 36-hour mark, I'm like, yeah, I don't trust this to last me long enough to get to the next place or to, get to a point to where I'm going to be charging this device again. So I've not seen it, but they do also claim that you can have 72 hours in low power mode. Now, all this is just possibilities. It's not necessarily guaranteed. And there's some of you out there that go like 4 days or something on your Apple Watch Ultra, at least you claim to be. And to you, I say mass props, because I have no clue how you do it, because there's no way that I could ever survive that long on a single charge on any of my watches. It's kind of crazy, but that's just been my experience with the watch so far. Now, along with the battery life, we do have Workout Buddy, but Workout Buddy came to the Ultra 2 as well. So that's not an Ultra 3 only feature. It's also on the Series 10 and Series 11 watch. So basically, when you do like an outdoor walk, you can actually come in here and set up your Workout Buddy and set up different items. And the way that works is you can put your AirPods in and you can actually get prompted with stats and everything else that you've done so far throughout the year, throughout the month. It just has all different, uses some of their AI that they actually have done so far to just kind of motivate you to continue going and to continue on your health journey. Been really nice, but like I said, this is not an Ultra 3 only feature. This is something that is on other devices as well. Along with that, that is an Ultra 3 and a Series 10, Series 11 feature, is that always on display has got the 1 hertz refresh rate. So as you can see, this is the always on mode, and I have the second hand ticking. Now this works on a lot of watch faces, but not all of them. That's a digital one. As you can see right here, I don't know if this one, there's the second hand. That does work on the other Ultra watch face as well. They did update a lot of the old ones that used to not work. Originally, we only had like 2 that worked. Then they gave us like 3 or 4 more. And then they finally released even more. But not all of them, but a good amount of them now are supporting that 1 hertz refresh rate, which is super nice for those that don't always want to have to turn their watch face on when they're wanting to watch the second hand tick for whatever reason it is, whatever countdown or whatever you're kind of getting ready for. One other thing that Apple gave to the Ultra 3 that the Ultra 2 and 1 do not have is a little bit faster charging. It's not a ton, but it does get you to that 90-80% a lot faster than what the other, really to the 100, but usually you can get to that 80% super fast, and then it slows down a little bit after that. But that has been really nice, because anything that can get this thing charged up quicker and back on my wrist is always a plus. But another thing Apple talked about when they released this watch was the hypertension notifications. So far, from what I understand, other watches do have that as well. I believe the Series 11. Some people said the Ultra 2. I cannot confirm that or not. I haven't personally seen this notification come through on my watch. I am on medication for high blood pressure. It's a small medication. I'm hoping to get off of it soon, but I haven't seen the notification, so I'm pretty happy to say that so far I cannot confirm nor deny how well this thing works. So the question is, should you buy the Ultra 3? And I honestly cannot recommend this watch. I love it. It's great. It's wonderful. But if you're in the market and you're looking for an Ultra, at this point, I would say the Ultra 2 would probably be your best bet to go. And the Ultra 1 is a great device as well. If you're really in the market for trying to find something as cheap as possible that's still great. The only reason why I recommend the Ultra 2 over it is because you do get the double tap feature on the Ultra 2 that does not come with the Ultra 1. Same thing with the flick wrist. That's something else Apple talked about for the Ultra 3. That is also on the Ultra 2 as well, along with a little bit better battery, a brighter screen with the Ultra 2 over the Ultra 1. And that's, a faster chip, or maybe a little faster. It probably wasn't that much different. If you're going for a watch that you want to last for a while, the Ultra 2 at this point would probably be your best option. So after more than 100 days, I really can't recommend this watch for more than just a few select people, even though it's an amazing watch. If you want to see my latest on watchOS, click right here. Thank you so much for watching. God bless.